All right, here we go. Hi guys, I am Char. Welcome back to my channel. I think this is the start of a really good playlist. I just want to say happy holidays. And I know the holidays are really rough sometimes. And for anybody that's suffering from, or dealing with, I should say, for anyone that's dealing with like grief, anxiety, a stressful family situation, anybody that's feeling really alone right now, I just wanted to share with you. I caught myself having a pep talk with myself today about the upcoming holiday. I do deal with a lot of grief and depression around the holidays. I have a lot of family that have passed away. So it really sometimes hits home really hard about the holidays, and honestly it's been a roller coaster. It's a wave of emotions. One moment it's great and the next moment it's questionable, and I just caught myself having a moment of pep talk for myself that I would really love to share with you guys. And this is, I just thought I would come on here and share this. We had a really good reading this morning. The vlog was amazing. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. So I thought I would share this because I think it's important for dealing with the holidays, you know, ways to cope with it, and different triggers that we might not necessarily be aware of. So during this time, I just want to tell you that, you know what, it's okay to take a time out. These are my solutions. It's okay to call a friend for support. It's okay to not go to an event if it is hurting your heart or your mental health. It's okay to feel the feelings that you're feeling, whether it be grief, guilt, loneliness. It's okay to feel that. However, don't unpack your bags and stay there. Feel it, own it, let it go, replace it with some good feelings of gratitude. And I know it's really difficult in sometimes, but that's what we practice, right? Every day, that's what we practice. It's okay to reach out, whether it be a message to somebody or a telephone call or whatever. It's okay if you need to like reach out to a friend and just have that moment. And it's also okay just to go and have a cry. Even if you're at a family function or if you're at home alone and you're just feeling very emotional due to circumstances, go ahead, take a moment to yourself and have a cry. You know what? If you're dealing with stuff, nobody's going to judge you. Clean yourself up, get back to the event. So those things that come up are sometimes difficult, and it's sometimes really hard to say no to a situation. But if you're really in a situation where you don't want to go to an event, it is okay to say no. All right. So another thing I came up with was a list for myself of ways to cope with the holidays, you know, in a way so that you're not overwhelmed, because there's a lot coming at people in the holidays. There's a lot of people talking, so there's expectations about what did you buy? What did you get? What are you doing? It's a big deal. And honestly, personally, I celebrate Yule, so I had my celebration on the solstice. It was quiet, it was lovely, exactly what I like. And Christmas is coming up, and I have other family members and friends that celebrate Christmas. So there is that feeling of overwhelm about sticking up to standards and participating and keeping up with the Joneses. And I just want to remind you that it's okay to not do that. And the different ways to de-trigger or to cope with this: turn off the radio, turn off the TV, take those moments without that bombardment from the the medias. Take a break from social media. You don't need to sit there and look at everybody's holly jolly freaking Christmas if you're having a hard time dealing with it. Don't put yourself through it. Don't. It's not worth it. Don't feel guilty for your feelings. You are 100% entitled to your feelings. And if you need this time to deal with it and work it out, deal with it and work it out. It'll give you the tools later in life to be able to celebrate and to be okay with it. I lost my mom in 2011, and Christmas was always her thing. And honestly, the first year that I lost her, we didn't celebrate Christmas. I sent my kids off to go and celebrate Christmas with the other part of their family, and I stayed at home that year because I couldn't deal with it. And you know what? I carry zero guilt for that because I needed that time to take care of myself. So if you are dealing with a situation like that and you don't want to, don't. I swear it is not worth the anguish. You need to do what you need to do for yourself to heal. However, it is not okay to lock yourself in a dark room and not acknowledge anything. I know it's really hard, but at the same time, you have to have that little bit of effort, right? So put on your favorite song. Put on your favorite movie. Get dressed up if you want to. Put your pajamas on if you want to. Play non-seasonal music really freaking loud until that beat runs through your soul and gets your body moving in a way that feels good. So other things that I've done to cope with like dealing with grief or depression or anxiety through the holidays, it's very, very, very important. De-stress, de-screen. Take that time away. Having the bombardment coming from all aspects, if you're not willing or ready to deal with that situation, don't put yourself in that situation. If you need to diffuse and have a few minutes to yourself, do it. Turn off the phone. You are not obligated, right? Let people know you're safe. But you don't need to have the scrolling of every different social media, putting it out there, right there in your face when you can choose to not be a part of it. You don't need the radio or the TV outlets putting things right in your face that you don't want. You can turn that off and not be a part of it. Put on your favorite CD, put on your favorite song. Call a friend. Call a friend that understands your situation. I'm not sure if Zenith 1234 still works for help that way, but call a friend. And if you have access to the internet, you can find counseling online if you need to talk to somebody. There are hotlines and internet connections available for that. Prearrange a call a friend. If you know that you have to go into a toxic family situation and there's like no way around it, prearrange a call a friend. Just be like, look, I got to go to this thing. It really sucks, but can I call you for some support if I need it? And most people will say, for sure, I'll be there for you. So prearrange a call a friend. Also, you can have a fast shower. You rinse it off, let it go, have a quick cry in that shower, get it together, and then carry on with your day, your evening, or your celebration. Also, put your hand over your heart and just take a deep breath and close your eyes. That is your life force. That is your heartbeat. That is the life force flowing through you, and you are here for a purpose. And even if you don't know what that purpose right now, you're still here for a purpose. If you're dealing with shit, put your hand over your heart and take a deep breath. And just think about your heartbeat and your breathing and how much of a miracle your body is doing every single second of your life. You are a miracle. So that's another thing I do. I just and take a deep breath. I can feel my heartbeat. I can feel my words. I can feel my voice. I can feel my breath. It's a very grounding thing for me. So other ways to combat loneliness and whatnot during the holidays, like join live streams on YouTube. There's people live streaming every second of every day. So get out there. You don't need to be in front of a camera. You don't need to be participating in the talk. Get out there and just be in that group. So there are people around you. Even though it's internet people, there are still people around you. I have some very, very dear friends, and just having them around me on the internet, it makes my heart warm. So another thing I have on here is meeting new people via that live streaming sort of thing. Strangers become friends, friends become family, and I've been blessed to have a few people from the internet come into my life that have truly touched my heart, and I think of as family. And if it weren't getting into that kind of circular sort of thing, it wouldn't have happened. So I highly recommend, if you feel lonely, join a live stream. Just sit and watch the comments. Comment if you want to. Just be kind to people. You know, there's lots of people that are going through this at the holiday. There's a lot of freaking pressure, and People don't really explain how to deal with it. So yeah, those are the things that I have. Oh, another thing is to scream into a pillow, but not at people. It is okay to have a good scream and feel that need for a release. It is not okay to take that out on another human being. And it's not okay to try to make people feel as hurt as you do. Or blame others for your grief. It's a very delicate situation where you have to look at yourself and kind of be like, I don't really want to hurt anybody's feelings and make them feel as bad as I do, but I want to explain what I'm going through because they need to understand how hurt I am. So there is a very big difference there. And you could be like, if somebody says like, oh, Merry Christmas and blah, 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 you could be like, oh, thank you very much for your Christmas wishes. Merry Christmas to you. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling right into it right now. This event happened in my life where I'm having a hard time dealing with it. And quite often that communication and that gentleness and being a little bit vulnerable, people understand that rather than saying, oh, so-and-so died, I'm having a crappy day. Like, that's also understandable. But there is a choice that we can make where we don't hurt other people in the process, where they can understand what we're going through. And it's part of our responsibility too, to not lash out at people and kind of have that in a sensitive respect. Yes, people don't know. As a human being, you don't know what that person beside you is going through emotionally. You don't know what that person has been through, and you don't know what they're dealing with every day. And they could be just as well dealing with the exact same shit that you are. So to lash out at them would not be fair, just as it wouldn't be fair for them to lash out at you. And however, humans are humans, and that does happen. And I do beg for you to give people space at this time of year, because honestly, we really don't know what other people are dealing with. And a moment of kindness can go such a long way. You know, like, retail's really hard this time of year. Relationships are hard this time of year. Family relationships are hard this time of year. Finances are hard this time of year. There's a lot of pressure that goes on. So I hope that this little chat has helped in some way with some coping mechanisms, with things that I personally do in my life, because grief is very prevalent. And like I said, it's a roller coaster. One day, 1 minute, 1 second, it's great. One day, 1 minute, 1 second, not so great. And it's fair and it's okay. But understanding those feelings and understanding people that go through it as well, hopefully will help us be a little bit more kind to one another. So yeah, I hope that helps you. I really do wish you the best of these holidays. And strength and love. And if you have any other tips or tricks on how you cope with the stress of the holiday season, please put them in the comment section down below. We can all help each other here and build a really good community and enjoy each other's company. We're getting through it. We're getting through it. All right, you guys, I love you, and I hope your day is great, tolerable, doable. I hope this helps you a little bit cope with it. Take a deep breath. Put your hand over your heart. You've got this. You are an amazing human being. You've totally got this. And tomorrow we're going live on my husband's channel, JT Bear. So you can join us there. We're not sure exactly what time, but we will be live streaming tomorrow as well with all of our friends on the internet. You all are more than welcome to join us there. Okay, I hope your day is great. Thank you for listening to me. And I hope one or two of these things helps with this holiday season. Mwah. I'll see you next time on the channel. Bye.